Welcome back to the channel, folks. I hope you are all doing well. Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome back. Look, it was a turmoil weekend. I voiced my opinion on the last video. A lot of people didn't like my opinion. A lot of people did agree, but we had the press conference today from Neil Lennon. Neil Lennon thinks he's the man to do 10 in a row. He doesn't think there's a crisis at the club. He thinks the players are in solid condition to bounce back. Some fans have the faith that they will. Look, we all are tied to our opinions. We're not going to the games. Social media is a platform of getting your point across, like the way I'm doing right now. But I give him a week. I'll give him one more week. I'm not taking this Lille game. If we get beaten on Thursday, I'm not going to start shouting Lenny out party again. Sunday's the big game. Yes, it's not the league. I know the league is the bread and butter, but you got to look what's going on as well on Sunday. If Rangers beat Kilmarnock, they're 9 points ahead. Yes, we have games in hand. Yes, but the games in hand are against Aberdeen. So this is why it's a massive game. Because we drop points at Batodry, we need to get together. We need to bounce back and show that we're winners. You know, we've won 11 trophies on the bounce. We've only lost 3 domestic games under Neil Lennon since he came back. And yes, I've jumped on the Lenny party because I'm not impressed what I'm seeing on the sidelines. I'm not impressed, even though it's the players on the pitch that win the games. You gotta have a good manager. Yes, he's been there and he's done in the past. He's beat the likes of Barcelona, Lazio, good results. But he's not shown. He's not the Neil Lennon that we all want. And I really hope he turns it around, because as much as I think he's not fit for the job at the moment, with that interview today, it shows a glimpse that he's ambitious. He wants to do this. So I hope he changes it around, because if he leaves it too late, even though it's a long stretch, yes, it's a long stretch. We have 27 games to go. We have games in hand. We have to play Rangers 3 times. But where this pandemic's gone, we don't know if we're going to get the full season. So it's about making the right decision, getting the right players out there, getting the right formation, and winning games. You know what? The football talks on the pitch. You know, there's no point moaning at the end of the game saying we're missing this player, we're missing that player. Yes, it is the facts, we're missing their players, but same time, don't be using excuses. So hope he gets it together. You know, it's daunting seeing the way he is, but at the same time, we're all tied to our opinions, and a portion of people will agree with me, a portion of people will disagree. Yes, I read a few of the comments and I said Tom Rogic wasn't to be seen on Sunday. Yes, he got a couple of assists, but generally in the game he wasn't effective. You know, fair enough, he got the assist, but we got a 3-3 draw. We didn't win. And every Celtic player out there should put their head in shame the last couple of weeks, and not just, don't be singling out Duffy, don't be singling out this Barcast, this. We need to move on from. We need to back every player that comes on and give them faith. You know, we're title winners the last 9 years in a row. We need to back them. And as much as I hate saying, I have been pro Lenny for a long time. I've been backing him, but if we can get these results together, yes, it will be right. It seems like a crisis, but it will be a realistic crisis if we lose on Sunday, because it'll be 3 defeats out of 4. Even though the Aberdeen game felt like a defeat because the way that we dropped points. But let's move on. We have Lille on Thursday, 5 to 6 kick-off in BT. Big game. Fair enough, Europa League is not our ambition, as I keep saying. It's not our ambitions this season. But it's a game that we need to go over there and show. Neil Lennon needs to back it up and show the fans that if they're a solid unit, that the boys are putting their head up and ready to accomplish what they've done in the past and go further. This is games like this where they need to step up to plate. They done it last season at Lazio away. Who would have thought they went to Lazio? Because I wrote them off going to Lazio. It's like maybe a 1-1 draw, but if you can come up with a mastermind plan and shut Lille down, fair enough. Lille won their opening fixture 4-1. One of their lads got a hat-trick, you know. They have a good side there. Timothy will be playing against us. They obviously have Borja Yamas, that it's a Turkish international. I'm looking at players right now on the laptop, you know. Boatman, Jonathan Bamba, some good players, some really good players in there. So Fante as well, that used to play for Southampton. So we're in for a tough game. They're second in the league at the moment behind PSG. They haven't lost any games, you know, so this is a really tough game. And when the draw was done, I said, look, go to Lille away and get a result. It'd be tough, but you know what? The boys in green, Ireland went there and beat Italy there. Robbie Brady night that night, historic night. So nothing's impossible. You know, if the times like this, we all need to pull together. As much as I've been very anti Lenny the last couple of days, because I feel upset. I feel upset about, you know what, and people might say win, lose or draw, you love Celtic. Yeah, I do love Celtic. I wear Celtic jerseys every fucking day. Every day. I have a Celtic page. I have a Celtic YouTube. So yes, I'm entitled to my opinion. Like most fans, you know. Yes, I summarise games. I look at stuff all the time. So when people start saying to me I'm glorified, get the boat. You know, I've been there as well when they've lost games as well. But I backed up and said, have a bit of faith in them. Like, look back to the Rangers game. Go back to that, you know. As I said in the last week, opinions have changed because the football is not at the standard where it should be. But yes, I will back them for another week. And if he gets it wrong and he's still there after another week, I'll still watch the games and I still will put faith in my players, you know. I just want Neil Lennon to come out of his shell and be ambitious and fiery the way he should be. The way that he made himself, Neil Lennon. The way that everybody used to love him. You know, that's what we all want. That's what we all want. He's been through a lot. Yes, he's been through a lot. The heart attack, death threats, sectarian abuse. He's been through a lot. He's a phenomenal man. And he's the first Celtic player I ever met. And I do love him to bits. And as much as I was upset and angry on Sunday, like majority of fans, I will back him after that interview today. He stood up tall and we'll get there. But what I'm expecting, the starting lineup on Thursday, I'm going to expect Bain in goal, because I don't know if Barkas is going to be fully fit with his back. I'm going to expect a back four. I'm going to expect Laxall, Duffy, Oyer and Jeremy Frimpong. Alhamid is still not fully fit yet after the COVID-19. Beaton's still not fully fit. So I think with Laxall, he's been quite effective. A lot of people are saying, he's been pretty average. But you know what? We're all tied to our opinions. This is my channel. I'm going to give you my opinion. Yes. Oyer hasn't been great. He's good at pushing forward, but he can't defend for shit. Duffy has been brutal, but do you know what? I'm sure Duffy will bounce back. He's been good in the Premier League for numerous seasons, and we were all excited when he came up. He scored a couple of goals. His head has been through a lot, but back him. He's a good player and he's a winner. So Duffy in there. Same with Oyer. When Oyer's on form, he's a winner. All these boys on form are great players. Jeremy Frimpong is unbelievable when he's on form. You know, this is why I'm saying we need to cut. We need to stop criticising. Yes, when the game's on, we'll criticise. But after, there's no point putting the finger on. If they win as a team, they lose as a team as well. And they draw as a team. So I'll go with a 5 midfield. I'll go with Scott Brown. As much as Scott Brown was rested the other day, he came on the last couple of minutes against Aberdeen. I start Scott Brown. It's a European game. I start Nicham. As much as Nicham gave away the penalty, he was shocking. But Nicham against French teams wants to prove a point. So Nicham in there with McGregor as the 3 midfield, and then the wingers. I'm gonna go with Mohamed Anusi on the left. As much as he's been hot and cold, but he likes European football, so I hope he does well. On the right, Ryan Christie. Ryan Christie was pretty good the other day. His penalty was good. Overall, Ryan Christie was pretty decent last season. 17 goals for Celtic in all competitions. And then obviously up front, I'm gonna go with Lee Griffiths. I think he wasn't to be seen, but having he's gonna be a great player for Celtic. And I think this is time Griffiths, after seeing his interview today, he's ready to strive. He's ready to take the chance and do it. His goal was lovely the other day. He came off the bench, even against St. Johnstone as well. His goal was nice. So Lee Griffiths up front. Obviously, we could bring Tom on. Tom could be effective. Bring Klamala on. Bring a Yeti on. We can bring Turnbull on. I don't think you start Turnbull. I still don't think he has the full trust in Turnbull to start just yet. But we have a team there, and when we get Edward back to the full level, and all this business about Edward picks his games to play, that's a lot of rubbish talk. It's rubbish talk. Lenny picks the players, and he's the man managing them, and he needs to believe and tell them this is 10 in a row. Regardless, he came out today and said if it's the 4th season, the 5th season, the 10th title, we take every season serious, but take it to an extra level, because you got to realise the likes of the teams we're playing against, we're taking a lot of them for granted. We need to be aggressive. We need to show aggressive football like the Ray Rodgers did when his term at Celtic. You know, aggressive football. Even when Ronnie was there, at least Ronnie was growing results. Lenny has grown results in the past, yes, but We need the best